Hello, Dark Ones, and welcome to the realm of monsters. I am your friendly neighborhood Chaos Demon Domino, and today we are doing a light and dark check-in with the light and dark energies. I haven't done this in a while, and the last time I did it, I just felt like I didn't do it right. So we're going to see if I can actually remember how to do it properly. Alrighty. I usually do these to kind of like check the balance between the light and dark energy. But there's some very interesting energy here. Okay, so we have on the dark side, Fated to Suffer. This card kind of tampers with the idea of fate. Like, are you always, like, is there such thing as free will? Or, are you condemned to a particular story because, that's just what the story is? And this card, even though it has, like, the whole Snow White and Poison Apple thing, it kind of gives this energy. It kind of reminds me of Dragon Age Origins, specifically with Morgaine. This story is actually repeated throughout a lot of stories involving Morgaine, where it talks about how the mother comes to possess her child. And for some reason, it's reminding me of that. And it's just like... So yeah. I don't know why that story necessarily comes to mind, but for the first card, we have the Tower. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles, or Dis in this case. And then we have the Hangman. And it is kind of funny because in the story of Snow White, the stepmother gives her the poison apple, obviously, to, make her go to sleep forever so that she can be the only one in the land. But what I'm seeing in this particular story is it's almost like the poison apple never actually makes it to Snow White. It's like a shift in fate due to whatever this work is. But it's almost like what I'm getting from this Eight of Pentacles is that the Eight of Pentacles and the Hangman is like the fortification of the mind. The fortification of the mind and spirit in order to avoid both, the Morgaine story of being possessed by, the other energy, but also this fortification builds the strength to know, like the intuitive strength to know that the apple is poisoned, so you never ingest it. And the Tower coming before everything is like it never touches you. That's what it feels like. It's like it was over before it even began. And it's funny because I kind of see the cottage, how she was just in the cottage kind of cleaning around with the dwarves and kind of living with them for a while. But I'm seeing that as kind of part of where this dust devil comes from on the light side. The dust devil is, moving out of stagnation. And so what I'm getting from this is we have the Ten of Wands. It's like it was a protection space, you know, because like the dwarves, you know, they were protective of Snow White. And so it's like being in this cottage or this space where you're only able to, you know, focus on whatever it is that you're working on, whether it be yourself or whatever. It was a state of protection. And the scarab beetles represent like something sacred. And this is what it feels like. It's like something sacred being protected. And then we have the Three of Cups. And then the Hermit mode. The Hermit mode. I did not mean to say the Hermit mode. And then the Hermit card. Apparently you're in Hermit mode and now it's time to get out of it. That's what I'm seeing here. Like, I'm seeing we're moving out of like the protective shell. And I'm seeing like the Hermit coming out of, you know, their space. Because, you know, in it's like there's this journey that you have to take alone, like a shaman's journey. This actually freaking reminded me of that kind of thing, where it's just like they go out into the space, into the woods, into a desert or something like that alone. And they spend all of that time, you know, doing a lot of introspection, going through some kind of spiritual ascension and maybe even interacting with spirits or like taking some kind of spiritual test, it seems. And then they return to their village, you know, the wise being. And now they have all of this, you know, knowledge to share with those that they have been away from. And that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So moving out of stagnation at this point could be going from a period of like being, you know, in a cabin in the woods, then returning to the main village where, you know, all the people are. And now you're like the medicine person or the wise person of the village. And you can teach everyone what it was that you've learned. And so that's what I'm seeing here. It was like, now you have something to share from your journey that is fruitful. And whereas before you might have been, you know, the poor person of the village, you might have lost some things. But once you took this journey, you came back with something to offer. And that's what I'm seeing. It's like it's all like making sense. There may have been some problems and some bumps in the road, or, you know, maybe even outright suffering. But by the time, which is happening now, it's happening now. Now the journey is coming to an end, and now it's time to step into the role that you were always meant to play. And once, you know, that role is fully actuated, is the term that I'm being given, everything will kind of make more sense. Will it be right all the time, you know, when it comes to some of the stuff that happened? Probably not, but some things will make sense. But anyways, that's what I have. The darkness in me recognizes recognizes and honors the darkness in you. Love you. Bye.